Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Calvin Tobin Show. I am your host, Calvin Tobin. Today we have a lot to talk about, so let's get right into it. All right, throughout the history of the sports world, from the NFL to the NBA to the NHL to the MLB, we have seen many historic performances. Now, these historic performances may not happen all the time, but when it does, it's an absolute beauty to watch. Watch it happen right before our very eyes. And the historic performances we have seen. We have seen 4 home run games by multiple MLB players. We have seen Calvin Johnson go off for 329 receiving yards. We have seen Wayne Gretzky get 8 points in a game. We have also seen Kobe Bryant drop 81 points in a game. And last night, we had the blessing of seeing one of those kind of games. And it happened in Dallas, Texas, where the Dallas Mavericks took on the New York Knicks in a game where the Knicks should have won this game. And the reason that they should have won this game is because they had the lead the entire time. And the only time that they did have the lead was the very last second of regulation and overtime. And it was all thanks to LUKA DONCIC, because before this game ended, the final 34 seconds were absolutely nuts to watch, because the Dallas Mavericks were down by 9 points with 34 seconds left to go in this game. And within those final 34 seconds, LUKA DONCIC had 6 points, 1 steal, and 2 rebounds to finish off the game. And he had the very last shot of the game after he forced a free throw against the backboard and made an insane buzzer beater shot to tie the game at 1:15 apiece. And also, with what LUKA DONCIC helped the Dallas Mavericks do in those final 34 seconds, and this is a really interesting situation, because over the last 20 years, no team has ever came back and won the game being down 9 points with 35 seconds or left remaining in the game. And the stat line for this, the NBA teams are 0 for 13,884, and LUKA just made it 1 for 13,885. LUKA was a beast last night. Now, let's get into what he did and how great this performance was, because LUKA DONCIC had the second 60-point triple-double in NBA history. The first guy that ever got it was James Harden a few years back. And with this 60-point triple-double, LUKA DONCIC's stat line was 60 points, 21 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Like, LUKA DONCIC is a truly unbelievable player, and it's been absolutely remarkable to see what he is doing and what he has done in the first few years of his career. And what's really scary about this is that LUKA is only in year 5. It's only the beginning for this dude, and he's dropping all his historic lines, sometimes game after game and year after year. LUKA is a phenomenal basketball athlete, and what LUKA has been doing and what he's probably going to continue to do for the next 15 to 20 years, he has the chance to become one of the, if not the greatest offensive player in NBA history. Like, that's how scary good LUKA DONCIC is, because he's pulling off stat lines that we see every once in a great while, and he has multiple of these performances for himself. Now, with this 60 point, 20 rebound, 10 assist game, is this the greatest regulation performance or even NBA performance of all time? No, it's not. Will Chamberlain's 100-point game record, that will always be the number one, easily the best NBA performance of all time. Until someone somehow breaks that record, that will forever be the greatest NBA performance of all time. And then number two would be Kobe Bryant's 81-point game. Luka Doncic's 60-point triple-double is easily top 10 performance of all time. Maybe even top 5 based on how the games are looked at. But with that being said, Luka Doncic has a phenomenal career ahead of him. The only thing is if and when he is going to leave the Dallas Mavericks, because as of right now, Dallas is not going to get Luka the championship. Luka is going to have to leave sometime soon if he wants to win a ring. Now, people might say that switching teams up is a bit of an asterisk to getting that NBA ring, but here's the thing. LeBron James is the one that did it for all these superstars and the players around the sports world as well. No one superstar is going to stay in on one team his entire career unless he is absolutely desperate to get a ring. And LeBron started that, and it's always going to be that for a long time until maybe it changes. But for now, superstars, all-stars from around the sports world, they will switch up teams if they want to go get that ring. That's just how it's going to go because of how dominant these guys are. And Luka is most likely going to be, or potentially be, the next guy to next superstar to do that. Now, in Luka Doncic's career, when it's all said and done, I have no doubt in my mind that he will be the triple-double king. He's a walking triple-double. If you thought Oscar Robertson or Russell Westbrook was a walking triple-double, Luka Doncic is beyond that. He is an automatic triple-double. And just his choice of when he wants to get it, because he can get a triple-double at will for how great he is. He will be the triple-double king when it's all said and done with his career. And now the Carolina Hurricanes are the king and at the top of the Metropolitan Division, surpassing the New Jersey Devils, who have stunned the entire league and fans around the world with what they have done this year. Because the New Jersey Devils, all of last year, they only had 27 wins for the entire season, and now only being 34 games into the season for them, they're already at 22 wins. Completely surprising. Now, with the Carolina Hurricanes, they have finally taken over first place in their division because of this dominant streak that they have been on. And December has been their month because right now they are on a 9-game, 15-point game winning streak. And with this, the Carolina Hurricanes are proving more and more that they are the best team in this division. And during this 9-game winning streak that they've been on, they have scored 3.5 goals per game, and along that 9-game winning streak is they have also shut out 3 different teams as well. Now, the Carolina Hurricanes, since they beat the Chicago Blackhawks 3-0 last night, taking over first place in their division, their record is now 23-6-6, and they have 52 points, which is second place in the entire league. Now, are they the best team in this division? Yes, they are. The New Jersey Devils, at first it looked like that they were because of this surprising start to the season that no one saw coming. Now, even if they were off to a little strong start, that would be a different story. But the fact that they're off to this strong of a start, or that they were, is even more mind-blowing. But the Carolina Hurricanes are the best team in the division because the New Jersey Devils are on a streak, or were on a streak of what the Utah Jazz were doing earlier this year, where they started off the season hot as well. But as the season begins to flourish, the better the teams that we know that are for sure better, they start to flourish as well, and then they start to surpass the Utah Jazz or the New Jersey Devils, and those two teams are slowly falling in the standings. And the New Jersey Devils are showing exactly that, because the Devils have lost 7 out of their last 8 games. Now, there's a good chance with Carolina that they are going to end December on a 10-game winning streak, because they have to play the Florida Panthers, who have been a completely different team because they've lost everybody in the offseason, and they play them in a couple of days. And then most likely we'll end on a 10-game win streak to end December. But here's the thing. Also, along with what has happened in December, with all the winning that the Carolina Hurricanes have done, we actually have to go all the way back to their second to last game in November, where they beat the Calgary Flames. And that's where the winning started to really get going for them, because ever since November 26th, all the way up until last night, the Carolina Hurricanes are 13-1. They've only lost once, and it was to the Anaheim Ducks. And they are also 5-0 against their division. Carolina is easily the best team in their division, and now they have finally taken over at the top spot in the Metropolitan Division. All right, that's the end of the Calvin Tobin Show. Please subscribe to my channel at Calvin Tobin Show so you don't miss out on any sports media whatsoever. And please follow me on Instagram at Calvin Tobin Show so you don't miss out on any sports news whatsoever. And I'm out.